Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve question number 3, okay, of your exercise 3.1. So here is the question number 3. Fine. A wheel makes 360 revolution in 1 minute. Okay. Through how many radian does it turn in 1 second? Okay, this is your question. Uh, First, what you will write, number of revolution in 60 seconds. Fine, that is equals to 360. These are the revolutions. Total number of revolution, that is 360 in 60 seconds, because 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Number of revolution in 1 second is equals to 360 over 60. So when you will divide, you will get 6. Fine. So number of revolution in 1 second, that is equal to 6. Okay. Angle covered in one revolution, once complete, that means one complete round. So angle is 360 degree. Fine, but here you have to show the answer in radian. So 360 degrees is equals to 2 pi. In radian we can write 2 pi. Fine. So this is the angle covered in one revolution, that is equals to 2 pi. Now you have to angle covered in here we have to find out the number of revolution. Now you have to write angle covered in 6 revolution, that is equals to 6 into 2 pi. Okay, that is 12 pi. Okay, so this is your final answer. Through how many radian does it turn in 1 second? So first we have to find out the number of revolution in 1 second, that is 6. Okay, and then we have to find out the angle covered in one revolution, that is 2 pi. Fine. So if the number of revolution is 6 and angle covered in one revolution is 2 pi, so what we have to do, we have to find out angle covered in 6 revolution, that is equal to 6 into 2 pi, that is 12 pi. So this is your final answer. This is how you can solve this question. Got it? Okay. Now, before solving question number 4, we need to understand one more concept. Okay, suppose you have a circle here. Fine, here we have a circle. So this is the center of the circle. Fine, and this is a line segment. This is point P and this is Q, and here this is your angle theta. Okay, I'm representing this angle by theta sign, and this length, if we have to find out the length of this arc, that is PQ, Suppose the length of this arc is L, okay, and this OP and OQ will remain R, small r, fine, because both are the radius of the circle, so both will be equal, OP and OQ. So now we have to find the relation between L, R and theta. So as we know that L would be is equals to R into theta. So this is a relation which you have to learn. Got it? This is your L. L is equals to R into theta. If you have two parts, theta is given, R is given, you can find out the length of the arc. If R is given, L is given, R is given, you can calculate theta angle. And when you will use this formula, your theta angle would always in radian, not in degree. Okay, so if suppose if you have to find if theta is given to you 60 degree, so first of all you will convert that theta into radian, then you can apply this formula, fine. And suppose L or R is given and you are calculating theta, so theta which will become, that would be in radian. Okay, so you can apply this formula only when theta is in radian. If it is in degree form, so first of all you have to convert degree into radian, then you can apply this formula. Okay, so this concept you will use in the question number 4. So let's solve question number 4. Now here is a question number 4. The question number 4 is find the degree measure of the angle subtended at the center of a circle. Fine, we have to find out the angle in degree form. Okay, radius is given to us and length of the arc is given. So here radius R is given, which is 100 centimeter, and L is given, which is 22 centimeter. Okay, so as we know that L is equals to R into theta, fine, your L is 22, R is 100 into theta, so theta would be, fine, this 100 will come here and the theta will be 11 upon 50, that is in radian. As I told you, the theta which you will get from this, it would be in radian, fine. So now what you have to do, as you know that the formula for degree is equals to 180 upon pi into radian measurement. So 180 at a place of pi you have to use 22 by 7 into this is what, 11 by 50, this is 50. Okay, and that would give you 180 into 7 into 11 over 22 into 50. Fine, this 0 and 0 you can cancel out, this 11 and this will cancel out, and this would be 9. So this you will get 63 by 5. Fine. So here I am solving this. So your theta would be 63 upon 5. Fine. I'm writing this in mixed fraction. Just wait. 12 3 by 5. Okay. So as you know that this 12 is in degree form, and we have to multiply this 3 by 5 by 60. So here I'm converting this. I'm multiplying this 3 by 5 by 60. 5 on the 5, 5 12, that is 36. Okay, so your theta in degree form you can write 12 degree, and that is 36 minutes, as we have done this in our question number 1. Okay, so I'm repeating this again. If it is in fraction form, your angle is in fraction form, and you have to write in mixed fraction first. So it is 12 3 by 5, so 12 is in degree form, and this 3 by 5 you have to multiply this 3 by 5 by 60, and on solving you will get 36. Okay, so 36 what, 36 minute. This would be the your theta. This is how you can solve question number 4. Okay, see, here I'm solving question number 6. Question number 5 you can solve, it's a very easy. Okay, so that's why I'm not solving. If you have doubt in solving question number 5, you can ask. So here I'm solving question number 6. Okay, if in a two circles, here we have two circles, find the arc of the same length. So here is a solution. So I'm dividing this part. Here your L1 is L, and similarly your L2 is also L. Here I'm taking the value of circle 1, and here I'm taking the value of circle 2. Fine. Here theta is given, theta 1, that is 60 degree, and here theta 2, that is a 75 degree. So if you want to apply, and you will have to find the ratio of their radii. Fine. So here I told you, if you have to apply the formula L is equal to r theta, this must be in radian. So what I am doing, I am converting this into radian by multiplying this by pi by 180 into 60. So this 60 and this will cancel out, and you will get pi by 3. So here your theta is pi by 3, theta 1. Similarly your theta 2 will be, multiply this by 180 into 75. Fine. So here you can solve. So you will get 5 pi by 12. Here is your theta 2. Got it? Now your formula for L1, that is equals to R1 into theta 1. Similarly your L2 is R2 into theta 2. So this is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2. Dividing one by 2, and we get, here is your theta 1 over theta here you have to write L1, and this is your L2, R1 into theta 1, R2 into theta 2. Fine. This implies your L1 and L2 both are equal. So here you will get 1, because this and this you can cancel. Okay, and here your R1 into theta 1 over R2 into theta 2. So what I'm doing, I'm bringing this here, I'm writing this equation like this: theta 2 over theta 1, that is equals to R1 upon R2. This will give you R1 upon R2, which you have to calculate. That is equal to, theta 2 is what? Theta 2 is 5 pi by 12, and your theta 1 is pi by 3. Okay, so your R1 upon R2 is equals to 5 pi by 12 into 3 by pi, because this will be 3 by pi. So here pi and pi you can cancel out, this and this will cancel out, and the ratio would be 5:4. So R1 ratio R2, that would be 5:4. this is your final answer of question number 6. Okay, so this is how you can solve this question. Okay.